topping for one of my noodle dish. As you can see, there are cashew nuts, and these are crushed almond flakes, sesame seed, white and black. I also have in here the sunflower seeds. So there's different type of seeds that are in here. What I'm doing is I have the pan on high heat. I'm going to turn it down to minimum heat. I'm going to put in my cooked seed. This is a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to let the basically gonna stir it, mix it up with the salt, and the nuts and everything are already cooked. So you just have to leave it on here to let the salt coat your almond flakes and all of your toppings. So basically all you have to do is stir it and mix it. And let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until all of the salt at the bottom of the pan dissolves. So that way it can go into your nuts. And then over here, I have the water boiling. Well, it's not boiling yet, but I will be cooking 3 packs of ramen noodles. Once the ramen noodles cook, I will take it out and drain it, and then I will prepare the veggies for my noodles. So basically I'm gonna, instead of eating wet noodle, I'm gonna stir fry the noodles, and then I'm gonna add my seed in. I will also be, this is gonna be like a vegetarian dish, so I'm gonna be making the noodles topped with the nuts, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of tofu at the top, so that the nuts and the tofu will be the protein of this dish. So basically stay tuned, and we'll just get, this is just the beginning stage. So you just have to make sure that it's actually smelling very good right now. All the nuts come together. So we'll just have to let the salt melt here, and we'll eat with the noodles once it's finished cooking. So stay tuned. Noodles are all cooked and the heat is turned off. Basically it's looking good over there. I'm gonna let it sit, and this is also done. It only takes, this meal only take about a couple of minutes to prepare, because the noodle, as you can see, is instant noodles. So with instant noodle, it's very easy to cook. And then this one is already cooked too as well. It's basically, you just mix the nuts and stuff together with salt. Let the salt slowly melt it away, so that way it gives the nuts a taste, a salty taste, and then it also give your noodles a salty taste too. So I am going to drain the noodles. It's 2 different colors because there's 2 different type of noodles. Okay, so noodle is being drained here, and I'm gonna let it sit on here to let it dry. As for the veggies, I already is chopped and washed, ready to go. And here is my tofu. I use I'm a softy tofu, organic. Look at that, made in the USA. Isn't that awesome? Keep it here in this country. So I'm gonna next, once I'm done cooking the nuts, I'm gonna put it in a bowl, a separate bowl, and then I'm gonna start cooking the vegetables, and then I'm gonna prepare my tofu. Okie dokie, so this is garlic here. I'm gonna make it turn brown, and then I'm gonna put in my veggies to stir fry with for my noodles. My topping is in here. It's already cooked and set aside to cool. And I will be using soy sauce to saute my my vegetables. See here. There's a little bit of black residue from the black sesame seed from the last time that I was sauteing my my topping there, which is the nuts and the black sesame seed and white sesame seed. So because this dish is vegetarian, you need to have lots of protein. Therefore, nuts and grains and seeds are great for protein, as well as the tofu. Alright, now it looks like it's ready for my veggies to go in. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat to high. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook the veggie. I like to cook my stuff separately, and then I would prepare the plate of noodles together, so that way the noodle doesn't break and the veggie doesn't get overcooked. If you put everything together, being the fact that you are cooking the meal vegetarian style, you want to make sure that you retain the nutrition. Let's say you keep the noodles separate from the veggies. The veggie retains its own nutrition. The nuts and grains retain its own nutrition, so that way you don't mix your food together. And it's easy to manage too as well. So you're just gonna stir fry it. And just let it simmer and cook. So the cabbage and carrots and cilantro look like it's good to go, ready to get done. And I will be turning. I have added in about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce in here, so that way the veggie tastes a little bit salty and whatnot. So that's all I did is cook it up and turning off the heat. Meanwhile, my tofu is being soaked with soy sauce. So basically I just open up the container and I put the soy sauce in and let it sit in there, so that way the soy sauce will soak inside the tofu and give the tofu some taste. Now you can eat the tofu raw, and because it's soft, I'm not gonna cook it because I do not want to damage the tofu. So that's gonna go on the topping with the nuts in a little bit. So I'm just gonna set it aside here, and this is good to go. Okay, so this is the finished product. So you can see the noodles underneath. The veggies on top, the topping of all your almond crushed nuts and cashews and sunflower seeds, sesame seed. I also throw on top of here some green onions, and if it is so if you eat the noodles and if it's too light or you need more taste, you can always dazzle a little bit more soy sauce over the top and mix it up. But basically I'm gonna cover this up, and this will be dinner for me. So this is what I call instant ramen with tofu, veggies, and crushed nuts. And basically it's healthy, it has lots of proteins and a little bit of carbs in it, and so it looks tasty. I have not eaten it yet, so I don't know, but from what I hear, it's very, very delicious.